off the subject a bit, I was speaking to one of the olive guys on the markets today and saying I want to graft mine into calamatas, and he was saying how difficult calamatas are to grow in their early stages, but once they're going they're right. Have you heard that?
Yes, calamatas are never a huge tree.
Yeah.
They are, in the metropolitan area in Perth there are no calamatas at all.
Yeah, right.
Because what happened, the Greeks, the Italians and the Slavs came out here after the First World War.
Bloody Slavs.
And they brought their cuttings with them and planted them, and there's many varieties. But the Kalamata is a grafted olive, and it is only recently, last 20 years, that they've in this country mastered the grafting, and so the olive farms have some calamatas. That's the commercial growers.
Yeah.
The domestic people in the city have not got calamatas.
Don't bother.
So they're a beautiful flavour. They're the perfect olive for pickling.
Yeah.
And also the oil from calamata is very sought after.
Yeah.
But they are not a vigorous grower.
So this patch just looks unbelievable, Dad.
Yeah.
How far are they away from picking?
With an onion, what happens? See, there's the stalk, and the stalk grows first, and the thicker it grows, the bigger the onion. When it gets to this stage, now it'll say, I've had enough, and all this goodness will go into the bowl. You can see, if you come here, you can see these ones, they're starting to wilt. In other words, the goodness is gone, and the bowl was growing.
Yeah.
And when that is actually finished, you've got to get them out, otherwise the onion will rot. But this one, the bulb is not complete yet because there's still all that growth and goodness in the stalk. Some have seeded, and I'll keep some for with onions. You grow from seed, not like garlic, which you grow from corn. Along here you'll see lots of different pots. Sweet basil is a lovely pot, is a lovely thing, and they're grown in pots. You can see a little seedling there, little thyme plants, little tiny rosemaries, and you can see there the black plastic that the tomatoes on. The actual plant is in a slit about that big under there, and you can see them just starting to turn colour. I mean, look at the tomatoes there. You can see they're just starting to turn colour. Right through, it's just laden with this beautiful fruit.
So obviously it doesn't matter whether if they're not getting sun.
No, that's a fallacy. And it's the same with grapes. The leaf gets warm, and that warmth is transmitted to the fruit, and it is from the warmth of the leaf that they ripen. Because you'll find, see, in there, fruit will start to ripen, and we'll never see the sun.
Right.
But the leaf will.
Yeah. So these basil ones make great presents as well, just give someone a pot.
Yes, and they are great companion planting to tomatoes.
What do you mean?
When they're together, they like each other and thrive. Some things don't go well together.
So they don't have to be in the same soil, they can just be next to each other?
Yes. Ideally they should be.
Well, what are these? Are these peppies?
Oh yes, these are little peppermint trees that I'm keeping, and when they get a little bit bigger I'll give them away. I'm particularly giving them to my brother to plant, because down here we have a black wattle which dies off. It's a
Acacia?
It grows from suckers and it dies after a while. But these are beautiful trees. They're natives to here and they're salt tolerant. And so along here I've got all sorts of things in pots which I give away. There's a series of parsley that will grow. There's thyme and mint and chives, all sorts of things. Got a workbench here, which because I like propagating, which is great. All the little these little forks to get seedlings out of the things, various tools, knives to cut stuff. In here I've got.
Hang on, Dad. Oh, darling.
What a lovely sight.
God, it's nearly as good as a tomato bush.
I'd say better.
This is for our grandkids, darling.
Oh, fantastic. You're getting a rundown of the vegetable secret garden.
Yep, all the secrets. We're just concluding, so...
It's interesting with sweet basil. See, it's going to seed very quickly.
Yep.
Here's a really young one.
Yeah.
And with the sweet, you just nip the flower off.
Yep.
Which will promote more leaf growth.
Oh,
But I leave some for next year. Leave 1 or 2 for the seeds. In September I put the seeds into it. I just throw them into a pot.
So how different would this garden be in July, Dad, or like with the winter crop? Just roughly off the top of your head, what sort of things would we see? Obviously a fair bit of beetroot.
Lots of beetroot, broad beans, potatoes.
Yeah.
The onions would be very small, they'd only be about this big.
Yeah.
No tomatoes, no corn, but you'd have...
So harvest broad beans in November, plant them...
No, you plant them in April,
Yeah.
and harvest them in September, October. Potatoes you can have for 6 months. Yeah, those sorts of things. Plenty of lettuces will grow through. Beetroot, yeah. So you can live very well in the winter, but it's during the summer that...
Because you're down here the most.
Yeah, but it'll produce, the warmth produces. The problem with the winter is it's so cold and windy.
And Pete, how do you stop the rabbits from coming in here? Because...
Well, we've got
Rabbit-proof fence.
rabbit wire all round it, sunk in.
So how deep does it need to go?
Well, at least 6 inches.
So it's this bit here that's stuck in, is it?
Yeah.
Because they would burrow down underneath
But in time they will become a real problem.
it. I've seen so many of them.
Yeah. Once you see them pairing, you know the old expression, breed like rabbits?
Yeah.
Well, they breed.
Did you put a trap out here or something?
Oh yeah, but...
Forget about it and a dog come in.
Yeah, I'd hate the thought of it.
It's a terrible thought. But then I guess you could have your meat and vegetables at the same time. It's a terrible thought.
If you're going to be here all the time, yes, but you couldn't leave it, put a trap down and leave it. And also with dogs, your dog getting a trap is not a good thing.
Alright mate, we'll sign off, and next time we'll be doing either smoked herring or soused herring, or how to fillet a herring, or how to make olives, or what month are we doing how to make olives?
We pick. They make olive oil. Olives get ripe in early May through till early June, in the month of May.
Actually,
down here, but up in the North, Gingin and places like that where they are prolific growers also, they're a month early.
Right, so bye to, what are we calling our kids again? Patrick, maybe?
To any of the offsprings of our offsprings, good and happy growing, it's a wonderful experience.
Nice work.
many Andersons to come.
Here's a very lucky recipient of many vegetables.
Look how fit she is because of it.
You crazy woman.
Crazy.